With having this frame done, I would like to copy and paste that frame to the front part. And there are two things you can do in Blender to duplicate something. Let me create a cube. You can press Shift D to duplicate an object, and each object is truly a copy. So if I select this cube and maybe select this face and change it and leave edit mode, you see the other cubes don't show that effect. However, there is also, for example, an option to say duplicate linked. So instead of Shift D, it is Alt D. And what that basically means, if I press Alt D now, and I go in here, you see once I go into edit mode, the other objects are visible as well. And when I edit one object, all the other objects are adjusted as well. And basically what this means is we have one time this mesh, and then we have 3 further object centers, and the object center only gives information about where that object should be. And then those 3 objects share the mesh information of this object. So they're kind of linked together. So that means what we can do here is we can select all those and then press Alt D to duplicate linked, and then I press G, and in my case Y, and move everything to here. And let's see if it all works. It works. So you see I have 2 empties, which are actually, they're not mesh, so they are truly copies. And then I have, for example, this geometry. And if I move it, you see the other wheel is being updated. If I go to here and maybe play with those detail parts and then leave edit mode, it's also updated to the other part. Because the array modifier needs to have an empty at the center, I cannot, for example, only have one empty. So this one is empty wheel. This one is empty wheel .001. Let's take a look at what happens in case here we use empty wheel. It looks like the objects are gone, but if we zoom out, you see they're still there. They're actually here on this arc. So it's using this empty actually as the orientation for the center, and you see that completely makes everything go not necessarily crazy, it's just very logical, but this is kind of like the orientation for the center, but this should be my center object. So I hope you understand by this quick demonstration that for the empties, when you use the array and you duplicate parts, you just need to make real physical copies, and each array modifier needs to have its own empty for the orientation.